Happy Friday, good people. Happy Friday. This is Christal XO. Actually, I am pajama Crystal tonight, or robe Crystal. I am in one of my favorite robes. Because tonight we have a good show. Tonight we got a lot of good content from the Never Ever Mets. And this is Relationship Recap. If you watch this show, you know that I am one half of Relationship Recap. And the other half, of course, is my good friend, Scorpio Moe.
Bam! What's happening? Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday.
Thank you. What do you have there? What type of cup is that?
A black plastic cup.
I'm saying, what are you drinking in that?
Oh, this is the sleepy time tea. With a little bit of whiskey in it.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit of a hot toddy.
Bam.
All right. Okay. All right. Welcome, 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 you guys. Welcome. Come on in. I see people are here early. I guess tonight was the night.
Y'all seen it?
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna do the Never Ever Mets, and then we're gonna do Somebody's Son.
There you go.
And you know what I was upset about, because as I was pulling stuff for tonight, I realized that they don't have any pictures of the ladies on Somebody's Son. They only have the guy and the mom. Like, and they sent us the ladies' names. Tamasha. They sent us the ladies' names, but they didn't send their promo photo. So we're gonna have to remember as good as we can to get through that. But first, we'll get into the Never Ever Mess in just a second. But you guys see Sugar Pie is back. Sugar Pie is back. I guess the bed is hot, so she's laying on the floor. How was your week?
It's long. This is a long work session for me, so I'm not off the next Saturday, so I'm working.
So you're still in the week. The week is ongoing.
Yeah, 12 days on, 2 days off. Yes.
Okay.
So it's long. It feels like Wednesday, maybe Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday is rough. Yeah, I had a long week as well. I have to work. I've got an event next week, so I'm doing a walkthrough tomorrow.
Okay.
And my daughter and I are doing a Mother's Day shoot on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we're doing our first.
But no, just you.
Just me and my daughter. My mom didn't want to do it this time. We'll catch her next time. But trust me, I'm gonna catch her. I just have to trick her or something, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I hope everybody has good Mother's Day plans. I'm actually gonna be with your cousin. We're gonna go to her Mother's Day brunch next weekend. But yeah, we're gonna do our Mother's Day. This is the first time we've ever done a professional photo shoot together.
You and your daughter.
Me and my daughter. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I'm excited about that. It's interesting. I will tell you guys this, because I share it with you all, that I learned that, well, I knew I had a sister, but the young lady that Ancestry.com connected her with my father. She reached out to me. We've been talking, and so now we did the DNA test to see if we are truly siblings, like if there's the proof, right? We have the information. I remember meeting her mom and all that, but we did the DNA test, and guys, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about the test. I did the test earlier this week.
Why are you nervous?
Because I had tried to look for her before, and I know she had tried to look for my brother and I. And so now that this could potentially be it, what if it's not? I think I may feel disappointed. It's just, I don't know. I didn't expect to feel all the feels. I'm feeling all the feels.
Okay. That's fair. That's human. That's human.
Yeah. Have you ever had a situation like that where you had to see if it really was a situation, or you just knew?
I knew.
You just knew. Yeah. See, I think I know, but then I'm like, what if the DNA test is wrong? I don't know. I'm feeling all the feels. Y'all send me good energy. I'm feeling the feels. Like, what if it's not? Yeah. What if it is? Then, I mean, like, does what does that relationship look like? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I would like to be close to her. Is that okay? I don't know. I'm feeling the feels.
And pick up from there. You just let it naturally happen and take its course and develop from there. Hopefully, friends, and it's natural. It's more natural than you think, especially once you know, because then it's that confirmation that weight is off of you. Either way, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Michelle Smith, I met a sibling later in life. We are like twins. I love that. Mo Catching says, my daddy was a Rolling Stone. He got kids old enough to be my mom. Sweet mother of God. That's another thing. I'm not gonna lie. So we did this by me, submitting my DNA to ancestry.com. And now I'm just like, are there gonna be some more people that pop out?
You're gonna find out other stuff. Where you from? It gets deep.
That's what I heard, but I was a little concerned because my father was he was definitely not a model citizen. So I don't know what else could be out there. Who knows?
The tribe you from?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Nope.
Thank you, Delphin. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you guys' kind words, and I'll keep you all posted. I got my little card here that's got my number on it, my ancestry DNA card. So as soon as the results come in.
Ask her about her kneecaps. That'll let you know right there.
You know what? I'm not going to take your bait tonight because I am a proud owner of kneecaps. I'm not going to take your bait. You just keep saying,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into tonight's episode, because tonight's episode actually is one of my favorite because we got down to business. Thank you, Tamasha. We got down to business.
Sort of.
Well, right. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's jump right on in. Let's jump right on into this madness. This madness that is Irwin and Alicia. Irwin and Alicia. They opted to go home. No frills, no fuss. Got the heck up out of there tonight. I want to say this. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I thought he was weird. Y'all tried to say it was because of the Haitian descent. I said I felt like he was being a little sensitive with the way he responded. You remember that?
You did.
I said I felt like he was being a bit dramatic. I understand that she is, but two things can be true. And I really felt like he was putting 10 on the 2. And tonight, I felt like I was vindicated. Tonight, I felt like we saw that both of them are batshit crazy.
Wow. This made me look at him way more than it made me look at her.
Oh, no, she's still batshit crazy.
She might be, but this episode, it was all on him, Jack. Listen.
Not Jack.
Listen.
Let's do it.
A biatch. Just the attitude, the huffing and puffing, and when they went back and sat down, and when he said the ex, I don't believe the story, but when he mentioned the ex, and
he changed it.
That part, but even before then, like, it was so unnecessary. Look, if you said it was over and you just don't want to be friends and just leave, then be that. But to keep sprinkling other stuff on it, let me know that you were the B word. And I just was like, dog, she's letting it go and you're getting mad because she's not tripping. And you keep adding on to it. And she says, I'm fine. You be like, see, you're cutting me off. She wasn't cutting you off. She was saying what she was saying in the beginning. She's fine. Cool. No problem. It was you. It was him, man. That bothered me. And nobody believes the story. You see it on fellas laughing, you getting all emotion. Man, you don't sit your ass down.
Oh, yes, he cried, Marriott. He teared. Okay, let me go back. I do still think she's batshit crazy too. I think they both were crazy. Her way of toxic. This is like she, and then the stuff that she held in before and was talking about her past. Both of them are nuts. You attract who you are, and this, if attracting who you are were two people, it would be Alicia and Irwin. My problem tonight. Well, first of all, I'm glad they got out of there. But have you got, you know how we talk about how when women and men, when there's a breakup, a lot of times a man is like, so are we breaking up or not? And the woman is like, she wants to talk. And the guy is like, he don't want to sit there and hear all that. He just wants to, what are we doing? Are you breaking up with me? Or, because if we're breaking up, then I don't want to talk. If we are not breaking up, then how do we fix this and how do we move? He was acting like the girl.
Right.
Because he just wanted to talk. He wanted to hurt her feelings. He was hurt, and he wanted to hurt her feelings by him saying, I need to get this out. I don't want to be your friend. Nobody wants to listen to that. Okay, if you don't want to be my friend, leave me alone. Stop talking to me.
But you're comparing, you're saying what the other woman is like and why she's not like the other. And I'm like, that is so unnecessary. That's what I was like, oh, here go the sucker shit. He just kept on.
He kept on. He wanted to get a reaction. I feel like he was hurt.
The
funny thing was when Cinco was like, she don't like you, dog. I was like, oh.
Hey.
He said, she don't, yeah, you know, it's best to just cut you lost. She don't like you, dog. And his feelings, I feel like he was hurt because of that. And that's why he brought up, first he said that his ex called him. Then he said that the ex sent him a picture.
Yep. That's when you knew he got caught in the lie.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, Linda, I love that song. Go ahead and free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. When I tell you that, I am quick to tell a person that used to be my theme song. And do you guys remember in Poetic Justice? I'm so sorry for the bit. In Poetic Justice, what was Regina King's name in that movie?
I don't remember.
Something very ghetto. But she had this line where she was like, I ain't in the business of keeping ends and don't want to be kept. So you could go. I was like, yeah, you know, if you don't want to be here, be gone, sir. You ain't got to sit here and try to tell me everything you don't like about me. The fact that I tried to weaponize my past against you. What is happening?
Once you say it's over, then to me at that point, you should have said that before you said it was over. It ended with that. But once you start with that, I don't want to hear nothing else after that.
I'm not going to lie. I have been the one that wanted to. Because really what happens, usually when a person wants to explain a lot around a breakup, they want the other person to say, no, let's don't break up. Right. We're giving you time.
Oh, I don't got to say that too.
I know. What? You have. I told you several times, Mo, she's just trying to make you change your mind. But yeah, so I felt like he really was hurt because she did not like him. Now, I also have a question. I don't know if anybody in the chat was watching closely, but there were several scenes where his head was to the back of the camera. And I was just a little concerned about those twists. I felt like I saw some bald spaces in there. I did. I kept saying, well, what is going on with the head?
That wasn't the parts.
But I felt like some of the parts were deeper than others.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was very concerned. I always, we know that men, some men go bald.
Okay. This is intentional.
No.
Initially, it was.
Initially. Not now. But I'm just saying, Tia says it looks like it was a fresh retwist. Nah, I'm gonna ask y'all to go back, run it back. I should have took a snapshot. There's some trouble in the back that it was parted deeper than it was parted. Anyway, so I'm just saying, if you if you know that you're having some trouble, I don't know what you do with all those locks, but I that might have been why she didn't like him. She looked different too. And I saw what you were talking about. She looked different in the confessional than she did. She did.
Yes.
And I don't understand why she had on a headband and a rose. Did anyone know the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason for the headband and the rose tucked? I was like, that's a little overkill.
But she's not a bad looking woman. Obviously, you know, I don't know if, like you said, she kept, which is kind of a touchy situation when he said he kept blaming her issues on her illness. And that's it's kind of touchy.
But she brought it, she did that. I think she just did not like him. And I think that's from everything, from her not wanting to do the Haitian samba. I can't remember what it was called. But I think she just didn't like him. I do think she has some issues. I'm not gonna let her off. She has some issues. She's different.
I think he felt the way because he didn't get the reception that he wanted.
But I'm telling you, that dude is just weird.
Yeah. And then, but he was just pouting and
he was rolling his eyes and stuff.
But she came in, she wasn't bothering this dude. She came
in with energy that she was okay, Compa. Okay, the Compa. She it wasn't that if it had been a man that she was attracted to, because he actually looked better in the pictures as well. Both of them look better in their picture.
I thought she just came in the kitchen to get what she was getting, and then he stopped talking, and he was already talking about her, so how he was feeling was already amped up. And then he just,
way better in their picture.
No, what she did was, well, homeboy apologized. She overly accepted, and the way she did it, she was trying to make homie feel away.
She did. She went over and above with the apology. She's different. She's a different cup of tea.
And then
it's okay. Everybody is a different, but I'm just saying she needs to go. I stand on what I said. She needs to go to therapy. I don't know what he needs, but he was rolling his eyes and blinking back tears. And why was he crying?
That was the part. Even the homies
Jared was cracking up. Because Jared and Cinco were cracking up.
It's like, come on, bro. Come on.
And when he started out with, my ex, I feel like it was a sign from God. Why do people always want to put God into it? I don't want to have. No, I'm telling you, I'm sure he is up there like, how did I get in here? I don't want to be a part of that. I ain't do nothing. I ain't say nothing to either one of them in years.
None of this shit.
I ain't said nothing to anybody on that show at all. Yeah, Jared and Cinco were hilarious. Even though Jared is full of it, he amused me tonight.
Yeah, he was funny.
He's funny. He's a funny guy. He was cracking me up tonight. So, I'm glad they're gone, though. I'm glad he didn't drag it out. I'm glad they did not make Taronda come back in a outfit for us to see to kick them out. I'm glad they just packed up their bags, got in their separate Ubers, and bailed out. We don't need her to come to the house and talk to y'all. We don't need none of that. Just get your stuff and go.
Same airport. That was just like,
hey, they didn't want to be. They did not. They would have argued that entire. She probably would have tried to do something dramatic and get out, or he might have. I mean, they both was just.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. So goodbye, farewell to them. Let's go here. Jared and Charlie. Not much from them this episode. I'm gonna tell you what I think about this. I think Jared and Charlie want to be on TV, and they also want to have sex. That's what I think.
Because he keeps like, off camera and to the guys, he's saying, you know, he at this point he just wanted to hit or whatever he was talking about, right?
He said crack me. He said cracking.
Yeah, he wanted to crack it. Right, crack, right. And then to her, and it's like, and I'm glad the women are seeing this because you get to see some, and it's not all brothers all the time because you grow out of it, but you see how the men are with their homeboys, and then when they get around the women, and you and I often talk about that, like it's different conversations.
Right.
It's like where's the truth lie? Somewhere in the middle or to the left, to the right, you know, but that's a real thing. It's usually a younger man's game, but that is a real thing.
He is a younger man. He's 32.
Yeah, but that's what you should, at that point, the mid-30s, you start shedding it, and you feel like, you know, it's cool to express your feelings about how you really feel about it and keep that same energy with that one. If you like it, you like it, dog. Like, it's no harm and it's no...
But, I mean, okay, but let me ask you this. If he was interested, if he was genuinely interested in her initially, right, and then you find out that she got 2 extra kids, one of them a 1-month-old baby, I think it's fair that he stopped taking her seriously at all. I don't really feel like most men in that situation would be okay with that because number one, 4 kids is a lot more than 2. And then number 2, you are a liar and you've been lying to me for 4 years. They've been supposedly talking for 4 years. So you just lied about a whole nother child for 4 years, and this new one for a year that you were pregnant and then what? Like, I think that would automatically make most guys.
Well, he gave it a little bit of, he gave it a lot of grace because he actually felt, a part of him felt relief because he was lying as well.
He was lying. So maybe he wasn't serious, but Susie Solange, thank you, Under the Olive Branches. I was on Alm's IG page. They posted a clip of Jared and Charlie. Charlie commented and said, he played me. I don't know if that was for engagement or if she's really sad. Charlie is 34 with 4 children. She and I think we know that men mature slower than women, specifically when women have children. It makes them, they may not be mature, but it definitely puts your focus in a different space, right? Okay. So you start really looking at like provider, right? Who gonna take care of me and my kids? Which is backwards, ladies. Can I just say that that's so backwards to have a bunch of children and then expect a new man to take care of you and all your children? Woo! Backwards behavior. Backwards behavior. I'm gonna tell you right now, my baby, my somebody's son ain't taking. Well, let me knock on some wood. Had to get to some real wood. Yeah, I don't want my baby taken care of. Nobody's 4 kids. Not while he's a young man. Now, if he wants to take on that responsibility later in life, I would probably still be against it. That's a lot. That's a lot to financially take on.
Where their daddy at? I mean,
well, but I mean, this is the thing. When a man comes into, especially with him, well, Jared is not the same, but because he has what, 1 child, or does he have 2? I think he has 2. Okay. Yes, because he said they would have 6. You know, if you don't have any children and you become a step parent of 4, your life changes.
Yep.
And I know that people do that, but I think it's a huge adjustment, and I think it has to be the right person. Jared is not ready to be, he's probably not ready to be a father of 2, much less a father of 6. And I know that we like to say that happens, and I know some women get married. I don't know what, Linda, your cousin got married when she had 7 kids. Bless her heart and bless that man.
But here's I don't think she's taking care of 2 of them.
I think you could be right. Her mama got the baby. We found that out tonight.
I think the baby daddy or maybe the grandmother that's the reason why kids. But he knew about 1, and the reason I don't think she mentioned the other 2 because they didn't live there.
That could be true.
That's just my guess. I don't know.
That could be true, but every time I know of a situation, and I've told you this before, every time there's a situation where a woman doesn't have custody, It's a reason.
Oh, that's a red flag for me.
It's a reason. And usually, if she doesn't have custody of her kids,
She don't
she's
want.
right. She definitely don't want yours. And if y'all have something together, I know a situation where this guy, he knew that she was not a good mother to her children because she would leave her children all the time, go hang out with him. Remember, I told you guys when my kids were little, I could not just up and be away for the weekend because I have children, and how am I going to explain to my kids, hey, I have to work all the time, but also I'm going to go hang out with Mr. Such and Such. No, I just didn't have the ability to do that unless they were with their father, which they really weren't that often. So I couldn't just take off and gallivant with different guys. I know a young lady that did. She gallivanted with this, and so she went off with this guy. So later, when they had children together, he had complaints about the type of mother that she was. And I'm like, so it was cool when she was leaving her kids with the other guy to go hang out with you. But then as soon as you had a child, you thought she was going to stay home with yours? How does that work? That doesn't work. So just like she is on a reality show with a 1-month-old baby with her mama, she would do the same thing if you guys had a child. She's doing the same thing to the other child. Her priorities are not motherly.
I don't think I could have had a child with a woman that already had kids.
What?
I don't think I could have done it. I didn't do it.
What you mean? I don't understand.
If she already had kids, I don't think I could have had a child with her.
Why do you say that?
Because I didn't. I just.
Well, that's because the situation didn't present itself. But say,
it's like you're already there, and at the time I didn't have any, so it was just like I don't know. It just the situation never presented itself. I mean, I've dated women that had them, but we never got that far. But the more I think about it, I was glad I didn't, and they didn't have any kids after me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I lucked out on that part.
But if you had gotten into a situation like one of your situations that you just came out of where there was one child.
It was more than one.
But if you had been with her years ago and it worked, you would not have wanted, because I remember you said you were open to having a child with someone new because you had not been in the house. So I thought you wanted to have a child.
Well, I was open. There was still a slight window, but that was before I was in my 50, before I turned 50. But
right.
I'm so glad I didn't. It's just, that part of my life is over. Be a great grandfather. I mean, be a good grandfather and maybe adopt a pet or something. But that's it. I'm cool. It's just, especially now, this world is so different.
Yeah.
It's when they say it's a different world, it's a different world.
Yeah. Tia says, my brother-in-law who had no children married my sister who had 4 children. They are now grown and gone. I think certain men are able to do it. And I do know, I remember meeting a guy that wanted to be a stepfather. He was a coach. He was a great mentor. It's like a big brother. But I don't think everything is not for everybody. Right. And I know me, like, if I was single and didn't have any children, I don't know, because women sometimes can be very nurturing. 4 is a lot.
Woo.
7 is diabolical. But everybody does what they can do. But anyway, back to Charlie and Jared. Charlie is pumping. I don't know if they're sending the milk to the baby. I don't know if because they're in Houston filming. I mean, no, they're not in Houston. What?
They're in Cali.
They're in Cali. Yeah, I was thinking of somebody's son.
Right.
But I don't know. I think she's pumping just because her breasts are full because she's just had a baby less than just a month ago. So now you can take pills to dry your milk up, but I don't know.
Cabbage in there or something like that.
I think that's an old remedy that may or may not work. I don't know about that. I know that you can take pills, but it would be all on her shirt. But the thing is, Nola, even if the crazy thing about this situation, even if she does pump, you still be leaking. You still leak. So she has to wear a specific bra that has like pads in it, because even if you are pumping to express the milk, you still, everybody who's been pregnant on here knows that you still can be leaking. So, okay, Monique says she did the cabbage. Monique did the cabbage work. She could be sending milk to the baby. I just don't know. Maybe the mother came with her. Who knows? But point is, Jared ain't her man. Whose man will Jared be? Jared is unserious.
But he's definitely
cabbage work. Okay.
I can see if he played cold and tried to wing it off, but he's her on.
He's being a player and he thinks it's cool.
That part.
And that's the problem, is that he is 32 with the mentality of a 12-year-old, like kikiing with the guys about how he's gonna get the cheeks. That's,
right.
Yeah, I don't, trust me, Love Is Me. I don't think it's about money, because they're not making money on this show like that. They just get the chance to be on TV. It's not like they're making money on the show. Yeah, he's definitely coming out like a creep. Nola, I definitely agree 100%. Like I said, he's got the mentality of a 12-year-old. A lot of people have arrested development. Actually, in my opinion, I think Charlie's very immature as well, to be a mother of 4. The fact that she's on this show talking about the eggplant emoji is her favorite, and she has 4 children. Her priorities are as messed up as old girl is saying Ty's are. Her priorities are.
No, but know what's sad though? When young men see that, that is an invitation. That is a welcome mat. That is a magnet.
And that's why Jared is here.
That's just like when I remember going out of town to my aunt's house when I was young, and she was like trying to tell me about fast girls down the street. That's where I want to be at.
Now you gonna head down the street.
You just that you don't want to talk to them. Yes, I do. Would you say they were? Yes, that's exactly who I want to meet. So that's what that is. A lot of times when they see she got a bunch, they know she's active. She's talking sexual with the emoji, the eggplant thing. That draws guys in.
She actually said that she was ready when she got there. Remember?
Saying? She
said that they've been in the boom boom room, right?
I don't know, but he hit already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom, but he hit.
Charlie has to remember this is just a little break for her. Her life is big busy, or not, because there are some mothers whose lives do not change as they should.
Long as you got a grandma, them type of women, long as they got a mother there that's, I know
one thing. My mother would not have been watching my daughter while I was on a reality TV show chasing another man.
Right.
Not my 1-month-old daughter, because obviously you don't need to be focused on the man, you need to be focused on your child. And then I would definitely not, my daughter would know, girl.
That's, she got an older mother.
Or just a mother who is the same as her.
Them younger grandmothers, they ain't watching nothing.
Well, or she got a mother who is young like her and thinks it's a big deal for her to be on TV and prioritizes that.
You saw that lady was a little older?
I couldn't tell because I would definitely not have been, I can't remember. I remember she's biracial, but I can't remember what the dynamic is. I do agree, Monique. She needs to remember she's very fertile, and see, if you would go and sleep with somebody and end up pregnant and have the baby, you will do it again. So I could see her coming and saying that she got pregnant on this show. I could definitely see that.
Fertile murder. As they call them, fertile murder.
Yep, it is. So, all right, let's go to another. You know what I don't like, guys? Again, this is my favorite couple on this show. This is the only couple I really like, but we don't ever see them at all.
I think Jay is busy.
What do you mean busy?
She be doing some other stuff, and she can shoot whenever she's available. We don't see a lot of her.
We don't see her. We see him, but we only see him in the group.
That's what I'm saying.
With the guys.
Got something else going on.
I mean, but they the only ones that make sense.
That's because they ain't together.
I think they like each other.
No, I think they like each other, but we don't see it. Where's their storyline?
We don't see a storyline. Under the olive branch, it says they are the plant. Because Cinco is definitely telling the business on everybody. Hilarious. But I think it's weird that we don't see them. Let's get to this, because this dude, he is creating drama. Are the producers in on this with him? Are the producers telling him not to say anything so that there could be a big blow up? Because with every time when everybody said that they were the couple that had the most secrets, and she was like, y'all say that, I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. Because now everybody knows and she doesn't, and she's gonna feel like the biggest fool, and she's going to rain down I don't know what on him. Like, it's gonna be bad.
He's gonna fall out with everybody behind this, including obviously with him. But so many, I'm right, but there is no right time, brother.
No, it was the right time when everybody else told.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, but he thinks he can create the right time.
He don't think that now. Now he just I don't know what he's trying to do now. But I'm like, surely is this production? Because everybody else is getting their stuff out now, and the other people, everybody, and his is being saved up. She gonna lose it on him.
Yeah. I mean,
that scene was the worst, and then the other guys were laughing.
Man, like I would have had to stop her. Hey, somebody gonna tell me something. I feel like she had to feel the energy.
I think she did. But she said, like, why y'all say that? Why y'all say that? But do you think because she remember, even she asked him, she was like, when I walked up on you, you were saying that you got to tell me something. Like, it's just been so many times that he refuses to tell her.
I think he want to hit first, then tell her. If he works his magic on her.
Do you think that's what he's doing?
I can't think of another reason. Because some men think that once you do that to a woman, it's going to be harder for her to, like, let go or end it. So I think, I'm assuming, I don't know, but.
Not nowadays.
Yeah, they like niggas now. Yeah.
Back in the day, a girl would be like, well, since I already did it, you don't want your numbers high, you gonna stay with him. Now they don't give a damn.
Hold on. You said you don't want your numbers high.
Yes. Why are you laughing? Why is that funny?
So at that point when she's doing that, is she doing girl math on top of that?
No, you just think, okay, I already did this. Let me try to make it work because I don't want to keep doing it. Shut up, Mo.
You don't want to keep doing it with different people.
Yes. Yes. Why are you laughing? Do you don't think that's funny?
I do. Well, they're women. Ask the guy. I just be thinking that's funny to me.
So you think it's so? But back in the day when we were growing up, women wanted to keep their numbers low.
I think they still do. They just do girl math now to justify the numbers.
I don't think they care about their numbers now.
You don't think?
Mm-mm. No, because I think things are a lot more. First of all, we were oppressed. Our generation was oppressed because the girls were trying to keep their numbers low and the men were trying to make theirs sky high.
It was hard enough just to try to get oral. God, so we were trying to get whatever
that was definitely not something that was done casually back in the day.
It sure wasn't.
But now I don't think it's the same. I don't think it has the same stigma if a girl has been around.
I keep going back. It's that damn little Kim.
Or Trina.
One of them.
You know, but I mean, but the City Girls and Hot Girl Summer, yes, I think Megan and they all promote. I saw a video of Cardi B. I mean, that wasn't cool back in the day, but now it's cool to be out doing the same. And then they'll be like, well, I could do the same thing he could do. And it's not really.
Not really.
But I mean, but I do think it's very sexist to say that a man that sleeps around is cool and a woman that does is not. That is very
society
critical.
Makes it
but no, and it's also wrong because you should not want a man that sleeps around a lot, you know.
No, I understand that part, but I just think they glamour, just like, let's say
yes, to use that, women are still stigmatized for their sexuality. Are they?
But just even having a bunch of men opposed to men having a bunch of women, like let's take images like Happy Days, the Fonz. You see what I'm saying? Women, they can't promote a woman doing that with men. You see what I'm saying? So it's this image of the men look cool, and I'm not saying it should be that way.
I say somebody like Lori Harvey doesn't seem not cool.
Yeah, but it's like
she is the girl Fonz.
But even when you see that as a man, you be like, damn, you look who's been through that. You start to think the dude that really falls for her is the sucker.
Because I don't think the young guys think that.
No, I mean, because they're young.
Yeah, but back in our day, the young guys did think that.
You know, these guys are young, but you go through and it's like, yeah, she's pretty, hit it and leave, but don't stay because she gonna do get out before she gets you because she's going to get you.
I'm gonna make a meme of Lori Harvey as the Fonz with the jacket with the collar up with all the guys around her, all the guys that she's had around her. That'll be hilarious. I'm gonna make it. Somebody send it to me. Somebody make it and send it to me. That's hilarious. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. But I'm just saying I don't think it's cool either way. I'm not scrutinizing her. I'm just saying it's the same. And I don't think that people scrutinize her. I think she's seen as someone that girls high five and think is a hero. I don't think anybody scrutinizes her. I mean, she gets the dopest dudes.
But here's the thing. But that's the thing. It's not because of her. It's because of the dudes.
Is it? I don't think so. Meek Mill said, I want Lori Harvey on my wish list for Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you do it. But at this point, it's a novelty. But I'm saying the women and even the guys, it's not. The women are looking at it. I don't think, oh, she's so gorgeous. She can get all the guys. Women are more amazed at the guy. I mean, she's the average pretty woman. I just saw this thing and it made perfect sense. I cannot get a celebrity, whatever, like the big time celebrity woman, right?
Taraji. You cannot get Taraji.
I might can get her. That's something else. But you aimed a little low. I might be able to pull that one off.
Well, she'll be here in 2 weeks, Mo.
Huh?
She'll be here in 2 weeks. Get to it.
I ain't got time for that. But what I'm saying is, like, they can get it. But the average celebrity man will talk to a woman that's not famous. The woman is. You see what I'm saying? But
it's like Pretty Woman. It's like the wealthy man will be with the woman who is a prostitute as long as she's beautiful, or the woman that works at the diner as long as she's beautiful. As long as she's beautiful, but
the other way
around, if he's handsome, they may spend a night with him, but they're not going to be serious. That's just life. All right, let's get back to Tati and Clay. Why is he doing this? What is his purpose? What is he doing?
It's either the show or or he's just a coward. He's trying to stay on as long as he can, or he's just a coward because he knows once he drops the bomb. But it is no perfect. You had the perfect time several times. Yeah,
I don't understand why a lot of people are on the show. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand his motive. Because if you really want to be serious about her, first of all, they live so far away. She lives in LA. Where is he from? Hold on. They live far away.
I don't know. He look like a Southern boy. I don't know.
He looks like a Southern boy. It doesn't tell me where they. Oh no. You're right. He's from Riverdale, Georgia.
Ah!
He ain't taking her serious. He ain't moving to California. You don't have California energy. She's not coming to Riverdale. She ain't coming there.
He drives 20 more miles. She might come to Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his point is, but I think they're just building up for a big tumultuous blow up, later on this season. Yes. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. What is happening here? Did I hear right with Chris saying that he told Alexis that no means no, and he's only gonna do something when he's ready?
Yeah. I how do I say this? I don't know about that, brother.
He don't like her. He does not like her. I can guarantee you that when he was with Maya, he didn't have all these rules.
You think that's because of the distance?
I think it's because he don't like her like that. I think he's not as attracted to her as she is to him. If you guys saw that clip from next week where they were asking everybody like, where was the relationship the best? And he put online. I think he liked how she looks online. I don't think he likes how she looks in person. Hello. I don't think he's really into her.
Hello. Been there.
Have you really?
Yeah, like you way better online.
Yeah, I do think he was much better on Ready to Love. He's a dud on this show.
Yeah, because well, now it's not a competition. Now you locked in, or supposed to be trying to lock in.
Yeah. He's not locking in though. I'm saying his personality comes off different than it did on Ready to Love.
Definitely did.
Yeah, I think he just is not into her at all. I think her energy he don't like. I don't think he likes her.
Well, according to
oh my God, that is hilarious. I had to post it. Audrey the Olive Brand says, her foundation braids are not flat enough. Why her wigs sit up that way? That is not the foundation braids. Mo, do you know what that means?
I was about to ask you. I'm lost. What is it?
So when they braid your hair down underneath your lace front. With the prison braids.
Okay, let me get okay.
Now they're either gonna go to the back, or if you have a lot of hair, then they will do it in like a circle. Like imagine how that looks when it
one big long thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So is that after when they put the screen on it afterwards?
After they put the screen on it.
Oh. So they do the braids, then they put the screen on.
They do the braids, then they put a screen on, then they put the wig on, then they put the glue down, then they place the wig on, and then they dry it.
So what is it when sometimes I see the screen? what is like what
that is called the lace.
What went wrong at that point?
Well, what Under the Olive Branch is trying to share with you and I, like you remember on Malcolm X is like what the honorable Elijah Muhammad is trying to tell you and I is what Under the Olive Branch is trying to share with you and I is that her foundation braids are not flat enough. Therefore, the lace is not able to lay flat, and therefore the wig is not secure.
And the screen is popping up.
The screen is exposed. She didn't land on the lace front. The lace front has landed on her. And yes. And then Linda V says, if you can see the lace, that means she's not using a good tinting spray. But I believe it's more than just a tinting spray.
There's a spray that go on there?
There is a spray that matches the lace with your skin tone.
This is a lot of work.
It is. And you know what?
And it seems hot.
It is. That's why I got locks. Chris said he realized he never saw Alexis from the chest down on the video chat. And I do think, no, I'm sure she has hair, Tamasha. That's the thing. I will tell you this, because I'm not saying anything bad about my sister. I too have worn lace fronts, and my lace has peaked up as well. In fact, at our event that we had, I had on a lace front and it was slipping. This is why I had to stop. To stop it. I had to stop. I had to realize this is not right because I have a lot of hair. So what has happened is the braids were going around. You put the wig cap on. Now look at all my hair. Imagine all this hair smashed in a braid. The braid swells. The wig is trying to stay on and stay tight. It can't. It just can't. She should have brought a spare headband. But those headband wigs are lame because everybody knows that you got on it's just not a good option. And I'm sure she has hair, but a lot of times people wear lace fronts because they want their hair to stay the same all the time. Now, I want to ask you, you saw her standing up. Do you understand why he might not have been attracted to her once he saw the full body?
Hold on, which one is this again?
Alexis.
I saw somebody else that should have been disappointed once they stood up.
I know who you're talking about because they had on the high waist, the empire waist. I thought about you. I said, "Oh Lord, Mo. Mo has seen that back shot."
Yes, I did. Anyway, no, I don't think so. No.
No. Oh, Chloe Bailey's wigs need to work. They are good, and I've seen Chloe take hers off on YouTube. But yeah, I'm not doing no more of them. I'm done. That's why I got the locks. And I'm not saying it's that it's not good. Everybody should do what they do, but I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. I'm just gonna be natural. I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know, but he doesn't like her.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe it's I didn't get bad energy from her. She
seems just a lot more mature than him.
That part.
And that doesn't usually work. I don't think. They're kind of boring. I don't really know why they're here. I don't like them either. Let's move along.
Can we talk about Ty and Britney? Oh, there we go. There we go. Kiki and
Kiki. Why did Kiki come on this show? Lord. Why did Kiki come on this show?
I don't know. I wonder who signed up first, him or her.
I don't know.
The question.
Del, y'all pay attention. Sugar Pie wants to get out because she knows that Gun Boss is home. She heard the door, and so she wants her dad. Sugar Pie, get in there. She hears Daddy. Yes, Kiki came on the show. They showed us today the clip of her saying she was still in love with her ex.
Yeah. Why are you here, Kiki?
Why are you playing in our face, Kiki? Kiki's lace front looks good all the time, though. I will say that.
How do y'all tell without seeing the screen if it's a lace front? I'm confused.
First of all, it's lace. It's not a screen.
Oh, or
Lace.
lace. How can
Lace.
you,
Don't call it a screen.
because it's straight or something?
Lace. It's actually lace. They sew the hair onto the lace.
But how do you know it is?
Because we can tell that that's not Kiki's hair.
See,
and it has a frontal.
It's got to be tough on y'all just to step out.
It is.
With, and it's not tough on y'all because of us. It's tough on y'all because of y'all.
No, it's tough on us because of y'all. It's definitely because of y'all.
Just saying, I don't give a damn about. I just want to.
No, that's not true because you guys don't like when our hair is not right. And I'm tell you what, the hair is not right when if it's your natural hair and you press it out or you got a relaxer, it's just not gonna look like TV hair.
No, but what I'm saying is
y'all put the pressure on us and then make fun of us when we crack.
Nah, as long as it's nice, but we're not sitting up there critiquing it. As long as it's not messy, like I think y'all put way more pressure on it than we do for sure. I know that.
No, because you guys just look at the final result and you have no idea what went into that. But no, let's get into Kiki first. Why is she here? Why is she with Brandon? What is happening? Is it that she is upset with the ex and she's trying to rebound? But she's been talking to Brandon for 4 years online, flirting, just broke up with the ex 4 months ago. And she don't want to kiss him.
But how do you and still be in the house?
Okay. Bring me the puppy. Bring the puppies here. They want to see the puppies. Tomorrow. Adrian, bring the puppies. Tomorrow. Sugar Pie wants you. But just bring me the puppies, please. More Sugar Pie. Adrian, bring me the puppies. Say hello to the people. They know you're right there. They can say hello to the people. I got my emoji. I know. I like it like that. Put your head down so they can see your face. And bring me the puppies. Right. They said, hey, Gumball. I said, what's good, Smoke? Baby, bring me the puppies, please. Come on, Sugar. Let's go. Now she don't want to go with him. She said, I just want to see them. Huh? Did you make me some liquor? No, taste it. He done made me a drink. No, it's not a drink. That's what is it? That probably told me about. Oh, is it? Yeah. Bring me the puppy so I can show the people. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, my honey bunny is home safe. Tammy said it, Mo. Men only want a certain type of natural hair. Facts on facts. Because every time I talk to a guy about hair, they say, oh, well, I like her. Like I have you guys know Shay from Ready to Love. Everybody well, Shay's got natural hair. Yeah, Shay's hair is like, doesn't need heat. It's, naturally curly. All right, let me see. Okay, guys, this is Louie. This is Paisley. Oh, okay, he's gonna leave. Louie and Paisley. Sugar Pie's like, why are my kids on TV? All right.
Okay.
Aren't they cute?
Okay.
Mo, you want one?
No, I'm good.
I thought you said you wanted one. A dog.
I'm good.
You don't like our dogs?
I want a different type of dog.
That's not nice. No, that is not nice. Say, what's wrong with me, Mo? What is wrong? This is Louie the boy. He does not do anything but lay around. Paisley is a strong, independent woman. She started walking, talking, and jumping around. She is busy. Louie is chilling all the time. All right, let me get back to it. Okay, so who are we talking about now? Brandon and Kiki. Why would Kiki doesn't want to kiss Brandon? At first, I thought Brandon was fetishizing Kiki. He still could be. But as I always say, two things can be true. So now I feel like Kiki is trying to use him to get over her ex.
I think so.
Not Kiki is on here to get a modeling deal for thick women.
Because she needs to put on some clothes.
She has on some clothes.
Huh?
She has on clothes.
More clothes.
She has on a lot of clothes, Mo.
I don't think for her size, the clothes are appropriate.
Really? Like what? Which outfit? Because she had on jeans and a...
Not the jeans. The jeans were straight. But
okay.
I'm trying to say this in a nice way because I don't want to be mean. It's just with the legs out, it's a lot. Like a lot.
I mean, but she can't really hide that. And it's gotta be uncomfortable.
Women of that size used to wear the muumuus.
But that's not what they don't want to wear muumuus, Mo. They want to wear whatever they don't have. They shouldn't have to wear.
I understand, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Not Christal got a no-knee twin. First of all, Lovey, I have knees. And Mo, are you saying that my legs look like Kiki's?
Oh no, I would never say that. But she just had. It's a lot. When I saw those shorts when she laid that.
The shorts might have been enough. I thought she looked cute in her jeans, and I do think she looks cute in her confessionals.
The jeans were straight.
Yeah. I think she's a pretty girl. Oh my God. I didn't expect Kane. Adrian.
She is a pretty girl.
She's a pretty girl. Jesus Christ. Kane just, y'all see the Kane just busted in here. Hold on. You got to go out, Kane, because you open and close the door too much. He don't. Get out, Kane. What? Kane just opened the door and came in here.
Come on, Kane. Come on.
All right. I just don't. I don't understand why she came on the show. I did hear Brandon say how you this soft and don't want to be touched, and I didn't feel good when he said that.
That's probably great to hug. I ain't gonna hold you, but she's super soft.
I mean, I think she just. I think she's a pretty girl. I think she'd be a great plus size model, honestly, because she's really cute. And I think
I hope she's healthy though, to be honest with
you. Yeah, I mean, but I think we all need to be healthy no matter what our size. But yes, you're right. That definitely is a lot of weight to carry around at that age. At any age. But and I agree with you that she does not need a moo-moo. That's ridiculous, Mo.
all right.
Do you think that what do you feel about Brandon's outlook on her? Do you think Brandon's really into her?
No, I think Brandon, you know what? If anybody was the next to go, was them. I mean, you see, so? Everybody feels the energy when they play the game. They always put Kiki and Brandon. That's the bad energy outside of the situation with oh boy.
She said, you said this game was fun. It's not very fun at all. Poor Kiki. They were roasted, and this group has no chill. No chill.
At least she wasn't drinking though. We didn't see her.
At least she was not drinking. That's good. Not put your stomach in. Everything ain't for everybody. I agree. Everything is not for everybody.
Oh man.
I feel like everybody's body. You have to dress for your body type. You cannot dress for what is in style. You have to dress for what looks good on you. CJ said Brandon expected Kiki to be grateful for him. I agree. I agree with that.
Okay. I'm not mad at that statement.
Yeah. That could be true. That's why it wasn't fun. She didn't get to drink. She did say that she's insecure, and when she drinks, she's trying to kind of make up for stuff. So maybe because she couldn't drink, that's why she was really kind of bothered. Even how she was not wanting to talk to him, really, like she didn't really want to be close to him. Maybe she drinks to avoid stuff.
or to loosen up or whatever. I'm not being mean. I'm trying to avoid this thing. I'm not trying to be mean.
Did somebody say you're being mean?
Yeah, man. Tammy said Mo was being mean. I'm not being. I promise you, I'm not. Not on this one. I'm mean to some other people. I don't want to be mean.
Well, that could be why she's cranky. That's a good observation. I didn't think about that because I was like, what is wrong with her? But you're right. That it probably was because she is not able to drink, and that's her comfort zone. When she's around a lot of people, she doesn't feel comfortable being herself, so she drinks.
There you go.
Okay. All right, let's get to it. Let's do it. Ty.
Okay.
Ty and Britney. Mo, I'll let you go first.
Britney, this one was on you, Britney. You out on this one. Now, Ty was a little touchy on the other one, even though you were too. I get that. But this one was all you, Britney. You thought he was being condescending. Well, I didn't get that energy.
I didn't get that either.
He was trying to be fair. He was calming his voice. He initiated the apology. And I think you weren't ready to accept it. So, and you knew you probably should have. It didn't look right. So you made an excuse and say it was condescending. And I don't think it was.
You know what I feel like?
And
I feel like I cracked the code on Britney and Ty. I think that Ty is a people pleaser, right? So I think when they were talking online, he told her, he just gassed her up. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that. Because a lot of times guys say what they think is gonna work. I'm gonna cook breakfast. I'll pay your rent. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner for you as soon as I get home from work. He was coming from that old baby face line of reasoning. And then, but he was just talking. And when they got there, she expected him to deliver on his baby face promises. And he's not able to deliver because it was all talk.
Well, to her defense, he did do some of those things. He just did it for the whole house.
Yeah, but he was saying that he was going to do all that stuff for her. And I'm saying when he's on the phone with her, he's telling her what she wants to hear. When he's around other people, he's trying to keep the room happy. There are a lot of people that like being the center of attention or to be able to do that. I do think he was paying her some attention. I think she wanted all the attention because he set it up. He shot himself in the foot. I think this is a good lesson for men. You're going to have to do what you said you was going to do. So be careful when you just talk and all that stuff because it's going to come a time when you're going to have to deliver on those promises.
Now, this is true. This is true.
I think Christopher Williams said it best. Was it Promises? Was that Christopher Williams?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
That's why
I don't those promises.
I'm be telling these women shit, so you don't expect shit.
But can you speak to a lot of men that do be talking all that mess?
No, I know some of them. I know quite a few, and they feel like they're trying to drag it out or they just talk. I know people just in general talk about a lot of stuff that then, and maybe they have good intentions, maybe they don't. But I mean, I think it goes. Well, she didn't do it to him, but I've seen women do it as well. You know.
Yeah.
Up to get to whatever they're trying to get to, the drink, the trip, whatever it is. But he was bad at it, if that's the case. But he was doing some of the things. He just didn't do it personally for her. But he checked himself, and I respect that. He tried to get back. I think she thought he was going to be more like his brother that she called Smooth.
Yeah.
Brother.
And his brother was smooth. And his brother said he wouldn't even went back and forth with her. He said, I'll talk to you another time. Women respect that.
Yeah,
if you can check me, then women respect that. He's trying to please everybody. I don't think we saw the edit, right? I do think that he's trying to be personable in the house. But I can't imagine that he wasn't showing her any attention. I think he just wasn't doing enough because he said several times, it's not enough. I'm trying, but it's not enough. But it's because he built the expectations up on the phone.
That part. But,
everybody's asking, why is she not with the brother? Obviously, the brother was unavailable for her because why would he hook her up with his little brother?
Right. And then you heard what the mom said.
Yeah, her mom came in hot.
Her mother said no, but her mother said about her daughter.
Oh, after when she came in, yeah.
She was like, you could be a little impatient.
Ooh.
I was like,
Her mama knows her daughter, but she immediately took up for her and was like, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. But then after it all came out, I feel like, I'm going to say this. I think he oversold himself, but I think from her energy when he tried to apologize, how she just didn't want to hear it, that shows me that she's not really rational. She wants him to kiss her butt. Like, but again, he probably presented that he was going to be like that.
Yeah, but once he apologized, it's nothing else to do with either leave it alone or move forward.
I agree with T, who says, what is Britney doing for Ty? She doesn't seem like she wants it. She wants it to be all for her. Tamasha says, Ty literally is fueled from others' affirmations. Britney didn't demand him. He just didn't want to stop his people pleasing because that's what he wants to do. I don't agree with that. I think she did. I think the way she said it embarrassed him. I think he didn't like the way she said it. When she's sitting over there like, can you go get me a drink? I think he didn't like that. I think that if she had said it in a different way, I think he would have got it. I think it's like she tried to order him like he was the manservant, and I don't think he liked that.
That part. In front of everybody.
I think the way she did it was in front of everybody, in the middle of him doing something. And I could see how, like, for me, okay, whenever we throw an event at our house, I'm always trying to make sure everybody is good. Trust me, Gun Boss has a lot of needs. So if he was like, can you go get me a drink? And I'm carrying food outside, I'd probably be like, babe, can you give me a minute? Like, you know, I can see that. Like, because you're trying to make sure everybody is good. He likes to cook. So sometimes if you like to cook, you're part of, it's not even for other people, it's for you. You enjoy doing things, you enjoy cooking and people tasting your food so you can get praise because of that, right? So that could have been him doing what he did. She said he snapped at her at the pool. That was embarrassing. I rewatched the scene. She didn't say that. She said, please. I still don't think she should have asked him to do it right then when he was doing something else.
But see, she rephrased it when she said it to her mother.
She did.
Mother, she said, when you come back, can you, but that's not what she said.
That's not what she said.
Initially, yeah. I
yeah. Everybody keeps saying he ain't dating people. Okay. Gunbox has picked his hair out. And you're gonna show the people? Show the people, Adrian. I gotta, did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. You said we was gonna watch it tomorrow.
Okay. Come and show the people that he looks like Jesus. Come on, baby.
What's up, peoples? You know you my peoples.
Oh.
Mo, you want some of this, don't you?
Nah, I'm good, brother. I'm good. Low maintenance.
Do what now?
Low maintenance, right here.
Brother, who you telling?
A lot of maintenance.
Who you telling?
The old girl comment. There's my honey bunny. Babe, yes. What would you say? Let me paint the scene for Adrian and let's get his opinion.
Man's cooking on the grill for the whole house. His woman is across the pool on the sideline saying, can you get me a drink? He's in the middle of serving, chefing up the food on the grill. At that point, does he stop or does he like, give me a minute, or should he just shut everything down, go get her a drink and come back and continue grilling?
He's the one that's actually on the grill?
Yes.
She don't have to wait.
And there you have it.
I have to wait. I'm busy.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
I get to it when I get to
But
it.
babe, what about if when you're dating? Because see, you did that. You told me a lot of things you were gonna do.
Well, you told me a lot of things you were gonna do.
Oh, gosh.
I'm still waiting on.
You lying? You lying?
You know, still of the Christal.
I'm still waiting on.
That is not true.
All right, what's up? What you got to ask?
That was it. That was it. We're trying to figure out this. We're trying to figure out this scene. If the girl was right or the guy was right. He basically told her. Oh, one of the puppies is out. He basically told her all this stuff he was gonna do for her. He was gonna rub her feet. He was gonna bring her breakfast. He was gonna do all that. Do you have a responsibility to live up to what you paint, even if you paint a ridiculous picture?
Yeah. I mean, okay, so he may have said that he was going to do all that or whatever, right? But there's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, everybody was out to the grill or whatever like that, and maybe she wanted to. You know, y'all female, man, females are conniving sometimes.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact of it is, if she's, you know, making that known when everybody's around, it's kind of like, I want to show my dominance to other women and my dominance to the other guys and say, hey, I'm just strictly focused on him.
On her. Like she was trying to make sure everybody knew that he was,
exactly.
that she had him in check.
Exactly. But see, that's kind of like emasculating him too, because of the fact of it is, like I said, it's always a time and a place for everything.
I don't think it's emasculating to ask him to bring her a drink.
No. Now, if you're talking about freaking, asking him to do,
it was just for a drink. It was just for a drink, man.
She gonna have to pause. You know what would have made sense was this: if she wanted a drink and he was on the grill. Knowing that he's on the grill, instead of asking him to bring him a drink, why didn't she just get up and say, you know what? I know he over there doing something, whatever. Let me take him a drink. And then later on, when he gets done, maybe if we're still drinking or whatever like that, he will reciprocate what I did for him.
And there you have it.
Nola said the old girl comment showed who he was. What did that? I don't remember that. Do you remember an old girl comment? Tell us what that was, Nola. What is that? I don't remember an old girl comment. Yeah, but I do notice that he painted all the picture that he wanted. His brother asked him, was he done? And he said no, he didn't have a quit bone in his body. So I do think he came with the positive attitude. Somebody asked, did you have a lace front? It looks like a lace front.
This real.
Okay, babe, they know it's real.
What the camera?
They know.
There is no, this is not lace front. This is all forehead right here. See that right there?
Why are you in the camera? Yes, we know. It looks like a good lace front though.
Baby, I got that good hair.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm just saying. You remember the Beyonce song?
I know, but you don't say that. I'm saying, Adrian, I'm gonna give you a lesson in Black people. You do not say that you have good hair. Don't say that.
You got good hair.
But you don't say that. There's no such thing as good hair. All hair is good hair. All hair is good hair. If it's coming out of your scalp and it's healthy, all hair is good hair.
That's what I mean. You got good hair. I got good hair.
Okay, but don't say that again.
You take care of this.
Okay, but just don't say that, Adrian, because we don't want to say that. We don't ever want to say that. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mo?
I'm entertained. Hold up.
Anyway, yeah, I think that he really is intentional about her.
Right.
I think that she's really
You said he isn't?
I said he is.
Okay, cool.
He is, because he said he was still into it. He still wanted to. Okay, it was on the. Oh, okay. Quay, the Canary Diamond, says it was on the episode last week when he said, "Oh, girl over there want me to do everything."
He did.
But I didn't think it was. I thought he was just frustrated.
In a derogatory.
I don't think it was. Now, if he had said that old B, that would have been different.
That's what I would have.
Somebody said the light skin jumped out. Indeed, it did. Indeed it did. Oh,
I'm light skinned. Wait, Chris, I'm saying I'm light skinned, but I'm
out. I'll see you shortly. Out, sir. Out.
I'm just messing with you.
Tamasha says we need to rewatch the scene because he snapped. Tamasha, you are triggered. You are triggered. I think they, but y'all don't think that if he likes to cook, people that like to cook, I got a friend that loves to cook. She likes to cook. He wants to cook for everybody probably because he knows he's a good cook. That may be one of the things that makes him happy.
If y'all ever see Christal in work mode and you distract her or ask her a question about something else, she gonna snap on you. So that's what this is kind of like, because she's in her she's in her mode, she's in her element, she's she's deep in it. So you can't, you see what I'm saying? So it's that kind of thing. And whatever it is that you guys do that you're passionate about, you're in that zone and somebody distracts you with bullshit about, can you go get me a drink? You're gonna be like, what? You see?
Yeah, yeah. I have snapped. When I'm in my zone, it just irritates me.
Right. Because you're focused. You got tunnel. Yeah.
You're not being. She is at the height of herself being productive.
He needs a lot of affirmation. I think most men do. Nola said, "Give me a minute" would have brought some time. If he had said, "Give me a minute," I think he was just overwhelmed. But I'll give it to y'all. I could be wrong. I wasn't wrong about Irwin, though. I'm just saying, I wasn't wrong about Irwin. So yeah, at the end of it, I think they worked it out. They seemed to get back to a good place. To at the end, after the family came, it almost seemed like she wanted to stay mad until her mama got there.
That's what it seemed like, right? I think she got a thing for the brother.
She probably does. That's why she probably thought, if I get with him, I'm gonna be getting with another clone of the brother. But he is not the brother at all.
Yeah, Smooth wasn't with it.
No, and Smooth wouldn't have took that attitude from her either.
Damn sure wouldn't.
All right, let's get into Somebody's Son. Are we good with that? Are we good?
Yeah, let me hold my notes over there. Let me get.
All right, let me get my notes too. I think my notes may be almost. Ooh, I'm about to lose my my phone is about to die.
Of course it is.
Adrian,
Christal,
beat it, beat it.
All right.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're on to Somebody's Son. So we had was it Clay?
No, it was Chad and Joshua.
Chad. Goodbye, sir.
Both of them.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into Chad, let's talk about James. The paintball game.
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you.
I gotta put my notes someplace because my phone is about to die. Hold on.
Yeah,
right.
32. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right. So the paintball game with the ladies. So the goal was for them to play paintball, and then whoever won got the date with James. Now, you guys, we talked about the girls, and I gotta find a way to get these pictures, because the good thing about the Never Ever Mets is we have the pictures of everybody.
Right.
But we don't have, so this is James and his mom. We do have their pictures. But we need the pictures. I'll get it for next week. I just don't have it for this week because they didn't have it. They don't have them out like they have the other ones. James and his mom told the girls they were going to play paintball. They go to play paintball, and what stood out to me was that Bree won the date, and I don't think James wanted her to win.
Nah, he didn't.
Because you saw he was hesitant, right?
Yeah, I did see that. But that's not
very hesitant.
Yeah, but she had the better communication skills.
Well, that's what she does.
That was the thing that got her over.
That's what she does, though, right? That's what she said.
Yes, yes.
But he obviously likes Alyssa, and she had the worst communication skills.
He liked Alyssa, and he liked the girl that got sent home.
No, that was Chad.
No, Chisholm.
He didn't like Chisholm.
Yes, he did.
I don't think he did. Because James actually has been cool with everything his mom has done. Chad did not like.
Nah, he didn't. Nah.
What you saw? What did you see?
Nah, he didn't. He was even you see him give his mother the side eye and was like, I mean, he said it because that was the guy I was explaining last week where I was like, he wants to stand. His mother's gonna pick something totally. Now Chad is the same way though. Probably more so.
Chad was upset with his mama.
Yeah, probably more so.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling her at all. He was like, I don't like that. I can't believe she sent her home. He did not like the fact that his mom sent that girl home. But James, I thought was cool with it. I thought was cool with sending Chisholm home.
Chisholm was 28. He likes Alyssa more than he likes anybody though.
Yeah, I didn't think he liked Chisholm. I didn't. I think she was kind of quiet. She was the one that came in last. She was kind of quiet.
I think she was warming, like, I don't know.
But Alyssa obviously is the one that he likes.
Yeah, everybody liked her.
No.
Yes.
You liked her.
No, trust me, everybody would like her.
I can't stand y'all. All right, let's. So I noticed that. The biggest thing I noticed is that James was not really excited about the date with Bree. I think Bree talks a lot, and I don't think he's looking forward to it. She was super excited. I hope the date goes well. We'll see next week.
She was. And what was the other girl? Sabri?
Sabriane. Sabrina.
Yeah.
She's cute. I like her, but he likes Alyssa so much.
There you go. All the women are attractive. I will say this, for all these shows, there aren't any bad looking women. I didn't see any bad looking women.
Now, Chad had a lot of pretty girls.
Oh, now Chad.
Hold on. I got a picture here. This is the picture I do have. We'll have to work with this picture. This is Chad and his mom. His mom was cute.
His mom was cute. You could yeah. We got Paige 28. We got Miranda 30. We got Lauren 35, and you got Jasmine 26.
All right, so this is what it is. Lauren is right here. I hope you guys can see my little pointer. Lauren is right here. She's 35. She's here on the end. This is Jasmine. Is it Britney? Sitting right next to her is Jasmine. All right, Jasmine is right here. She's 26. This one next to her is what was your first girl's name? It was Miranda, Lauren, Jasmine, and there's one other one.
Paige.
Okay, this is Paige right here in the green. She's the athlete, spokesperson, into sports, very, 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 very much into sports. And then Miranda, who was the HR manager.
Right. And then Jasmine was the one that was like in between trying to figure it out.
Well, here Jasmine is right here in the red dress. She is the youngest. She's only 26 years old. She graduated from college and then went overseas for 4 months.
Right.
Just got back from overseas,
right.
and has not figured out what she wants to do yet. Correct. But I feel like at 26, that's okay.
It's okay, but I think his mother was more about like where the son was going, and he was but he wasn't tripping on a lot of the stuff. He's young. He wasn't tripping on a lot of stuff.
He wasn't tripping on nothing that his mama said.
And here's the thing: we got to keep in mind, he left his mother at a younger age. The father raised him.
That's true. That's a good point.
So the mother's kind of like being reintroduced to her son, other than phone calls, and she's really getting to see her son. You see what I'm saying?
That's also why they don't have the same type of connection that James and his mom have.
There you have it.
Because even the way he was looking at her and talking,
Yeah, we got to just. I just wanted to keep people to keep that in mind.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Welcome, Haitian Empress. Late, but right on time. So I'm gonna give you my rundown of the girls. Initially I liked Paige, right?
Right.
But I also noticed she said that a lot of times guys friend zone her, and at first I was like, well, maybe they friend zone her because they met her when she played sports. But the more the time went forward and we saw how she was reacting, I think that guys friend zone her because she comes off competitive like a guy. That's
a great point.
Because even when she kind of saw the other girls, she said that she said, I start doing, cracking my knuckles. What? I was like, she did like this, and then doing that's not how girls be competitive.
Right.
By cracking their knuckles and stretching their neck.
Right.
That's how maybe a boxer gets ready to compete.
Right.
But what? I was like, girl, what? So I was like, that's probably what makes guys friend zone her, because they feel like she kind of acts like them. I did not care for Miranda as much. I think all these girls were very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Paige has a beautiful smile, just beautiful smile, beautiful girl. But Miranda, first of all, she kept talking about drinking. And of course, any mom is going to be like, unless the mom will like to turn up too. But she just seemed like a little bit more of a party girl than a financial analyst would be a good fit for.
And there you go. That's exactly what I got. I put drinking next to my notes too. Yes.
Yeah. That was my summary of her. So I actually was not upset when the mother took her home.
Right.
And you're right. CJ says she seemed feminine until the other lady showed up. Absolutely. When she first showed up, I was like, she is gorgeous. And then I love the fact that she was, very, proactive in her career, doing sports commentating. I think that's really cool for a girl. But then when the other girls got there, her competitive nature seemed non-feminine. I thought Miranda probably can turn into a little bit of a bad attitude with confrontation and drinking.
But did you notice the energy between, other than the first guy, they come in and everybody was dry at the door. They were just really trying to fill everybody out.
Yeah. I don't think that Chad is a financial analyst and seems dry. He seems drier than his mom, honestly.
He does.
And I think the mom knows, because women are always going to know women. So I think that she made the right choice with letting Miranda go, but I don't think Chad liked that at all. I think Chad probably would have sent Paige home.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Who do you think he would have sent home?
To keep it real with you, Lauren is the one.
Okay, I was going to get to Lauren next. Lauren is 35. Way too old for a 30-year-old.
For that, she just seems very cold and
well, I believe they showed a clip from a upcoming show. I believe she also has children.
She's a hairstylist.
But I believe she has children too. I believe that's going to come out next week. Okay. But 35 and 30 are for a boy that just turned 30 and she's 35. Even you can tell I think that he would have kept her because I think he's attracted to her, right? Y'all are hilarious. They said Lauren is 35 but looks and moves like a smooth 45. Yeah, she's definitely, and she said when she saw Jasmine, she was like, oh, they look cute together. And that's who I like for him.
Yeah, and there we have it.
I really, really like Jasmine for him. He's 30, she's 26. That makes sense. He needs somebody that he can be the leader. He can be the one that kind of sets the tone. I think that she does. Yeah, she's 26 and she just got back from Europe. She'll find a job. That's a pretty girl. She's educated. She'll find a job.
He wasn't worried about it.
No, he wasn't, because he's got his cash and he's fine with taking care of it. She's gorgeous. They all were, but I just feel like she is young enough to where he would be the more mature one in the relationship, and Lauren is way too grown. Jasmine is probably can whoop his ass. And Miranda, I feel like, was gonna have a bad attitude.
With Lauren, he ain't gonna be able to tell her nothing. I can see
and won't.
I can see it.
And won't. And I feel like she's already gonna feel. I believe, you guys, she has some children, and I think that also. He's 30. 30 for a guy is extremely young. You guys know, like, that's really, really young. I understand that different people are different, and there are some people that are more mature. Age is not always an indicator, but I don't think that he's ready to be the way. I don't think his energy matches Lauren's energy.
Right.
Like that.
He's not, like, don't let the title or his job description or his career fool you. I've seen the signs where, trust me, don't let this camera stuff fool you. He lets loose. He's not like that. He's raised by his father. I've seen the picture of his father. His father was posing when they was like, well, I hope his mom was like, I hope the women aren't running around wearing whatever whatever she said. And he was like, well, if it does, that means it's time for you to go to bed.
Yeah, he's not letting them, like, his relationship with his mom, totally different than. He's not as sheltered as I believe James is. James lets his mom be in all his stuff.
Well, I don't think he necessarily likes that, but she's a woman of the church too.
She is. I like her. That's my friend.
And then Chad's mom wants a daughter/girlfriend.
Facts.
She, that's why she said they gonna call me mom. And then when she was laughing with him, she looked like part of the group. I was like, nah.
Yeah. Not she got Charlie vibes. Not she's got Charlie vibes. She is a woman of the church. She is, but see, James was raised in a very upper middle class, we're gonna golf. I'm golfing every, from the time I was 8. Chad don't give me that energy. But you know what? I think a guy raised by his dad is going to have a little bit more swag. If the dad has swag, than one that, has their mom more. And I don't know. But out of the 4 guys, which one do you think is most ready for a real relationship? We have Josh, James, and Chad.
I am going to go with James.
Me too.
I don't think Joshua's on the wrong show. I just say that.
You keep saying that. And I just don't see it yet.
Clip. It's in the eyes. I'm telling you.
I don't see it.
It's when they open their eyes. He got that. You know how they got jazz hands?
Yes.
Jazz eyes.
Jazz eyes.
Okay,
hold on. I didn't necessarily see a lot of swag with Chad, but the way he was standing up for himself and talking back to his mom. And did you guys see his graduation pictures?
Right.
I think he definitely doesn't have a lot of swag in presently. I mean, just how he's dressed presently, but I think he's more of Lovey says I gotta play it back. Y'all all see that in Joshua?
Telling you.
I didn't see it.
I think that's.
And I was looking for it.
By the mama, it's in the eyes, man. Look at the eyes.
Joe said he needs to go to Rated Love. They play game. He wouldn't fit in with that Philly group.
Oh,
that
hell.
Philly group is something serious. Lovey says, I wish I could clip the parts of Josh that Mo and I see. Me too.
Thank you. Somebody make it.
I'm gonna watch it. It comes on tomorrow, so we're gonna see tomorrow. Joshua is the one that has the aunt. That's who they're saying they feel like has, is a member of the committee.
It's possible. If he ain't, you need to go to fill out application out because won't get the job.
Which girl did you like the most?
I want to say Jazz. Well, for Joshua, it was Lexi.
Yes.
Lexi, because Lexi had the 2 kids. For Joshua, it was damn. What was the one? The pretty one? Is that Cambria?
Alicia?
Who?
Alicia?
No, we're talking about Joshua first.
Oh, for Joshua. Hold on. I don't even have my phone is there. I don't have my notes on Joshua.
James, Alicia, and Jasmine for Chad. Who you got?
I'm with you. I mean, I'm only going to say Alicia for James because that's who he likes, and the eyes don't lie.
That part.
And I do like Jasmine for Chad. I can't really tell who he was feeling. I think he definitely thought that she was really pretty. I think he was upset with his mom sending Monique home, though. Not Christal look for the perched lips and the side eyes. Oh,
there you go.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. In fact, I'm gonna look. They said Chad looks like he can snap at any moment.
I ain't gonna lie. It's something. Because he got.
He looks like he could be very mean.
Because he got. I don't know if he got lazy eye or something, crooked eye or something.
He just looks like he could be very, very mean to a person.
Well, we all can.
No, but some can be meaner. Trust me.
No. I do see what you're saying though, because I seen this kind of like he trying to like almost like, but for what? He nothing's happened on the show for him.
I'm just saying. I feel like his personality could be very condescending, even in the way he talks to his mom, the way he looked at his mom. I think anybody that's talking to their mom like that on camera,
but we don't.
I just something about me. Something about him makes me feel like.
But we don't know the relationship. We don't know the relationship.
I know, but I'm just saying that also could play out in the way. The fact that he's okay with showing that, I just see that he could be mean. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
No,
he doesn't seem very personable and warm.
You're right. I do get that energy. You're right.
He seems kind of detached. James, I do agree with whoever's. Oh, S. Lynn said Alyssa is gonna run circles around James and is. Just it's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I as much as I can see that. Yeah, I can't even lie.
That's not gonna.
But see, know what it is? We're hoping that it's not like that.
Who is we?
Huh?
Who is we?
With women like her.
Oh, men. Okay, I was like, because we.
Pardon me.
I'm not hoping. We know.
No. Yeah, but we as men, when we know how it can appear, but we judge it based on how they treat us.
No, she's just flirting and running game on him. I agree. Story Simone shares. James needs Sabrina. I agree. That would be the best pick for him. Hey, Victor, that would be the best pick for him, Sabrina. But he's gonna pick Alicia, and she's gonna break his heart. She's gonna go back to that club, get with one of them guys in the VIP section, throwing dollars around, and poor James is gonna be home with his mom.
Well, that's the indicator of her occupation right there.
Yeah. And she said she works that job so she can be social. Girl, who is you fooling?
She just waiting on that right NBA player.
Yeah, she's definitely, and she knows it, and that's why she's playing her game with this young man.
Damn it, man.
They said Joshua has a little mean streak too. I see Joshua as being selfish. I see him as being very selfish.
Joshua's selfish. I know he was uncomfortable taking them photos. That lady was all in his face, and he was like,
Alicia is not ready to leave the club life.
Yeah, and it's like you can take her out of that, and
she's gonna find it. She's gonna find it again.
And that's what you be feeling.
It's inner. It's not honor. It's inner.
Yeah. And he's young. He ain't gonna get that right now. He gonna think he can save her.
Yeah, and then Linda says if he's a football player, he's definitely used to people doting on him his whole life. That's true. That's a good point.
Man, he a free. He don't play for nobody. He trying to get on.
No, but he did. I'm telling you that foundation of being an athlete, it causes them to be raised a certain way. And just because he's a free agent right now doesn't mean that he didn't have some glory. There's some glory videos, what's it called? Some tape somewhere where he was the man.
I'll play tape, but I get all that, but I don't know what, you know.
Noah said I would have been uncomfortable too. I think I don't know. Alicia, Toya said Alicia wants the guy from episode 1. I don't think Alicia would want
hell no.
Would want Joshua. I think Alicia wants to be on TV.
And then snatch up of somebody to get more attention for the ball player.
Toya says Carrie Hilson was talking about how difficult it is to date athletes.
Right. But a lot of them women, especially if they work in that field, they got to go through their athlete phase. That's what they do.
You get them afterwards?
You got to get that athlete phase. They got to get tired of it. She don't know. She thinks she can outsmart the athlete, possibly get a ring, maybe pop, go through that.
Get a baby.
Possible baby.
Have a baby by me, be a millionaire, all that good stuff. Be in the stands with the ticket.
Hey, take pictures, get a G-Wagon out of it. You know how it go.
We don't know who Joshua played for. And now my phone is dead, or I would Google it, but I don't know.
For the same team?
Mo, I got to watch this tomorrow.
Hey, man. I'm surprised at you because you got.
I usually do, and I tell y'all, I watched the last episode. And I was like, "Where is it? I didn't see it."
Don't no man open his eyes while like that and perch it. What's the name? Say perch it.
He said his lips were perched. I didn't think they were perched. I did not see the perched lips.
And he has suspect jewelry. Don't no straight man wear that kind of jewelry.
I blame that on the African background.
Wearing a ring on this finger.
And Antoinette said he played for the Titans.
I bet he did.
Oh man, it feels like we're all just waiting. I don't really know. I didn't get a good vibe on who Chad was feeling the most, though. I did not get a vibe. I don't know.
Because he lacks personality.
He does lack personality. He seems very dry. And those dry, cold personalities are not out. They don't mesh well with the Libra.
Like that old, like the nonchalant. Like even when I meet nonchalant women, I like a chalant. Personally.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember telling an ex, "You are nonchalant to the point of irritation." And let me tell you something. I thought it was gonna change when they fell in love. It did not ever change. I like chalant as well. Put me down for the chalant.
Yeah, I'll take 2 chalants.
I don't like the nonchalant.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either, because that means you can take it or leave it. I'll leave it. Leave it. Simone said, I think he liked Miranda the most. He may have, because he did get upset with his mom.
Right. But like I said, I don't think his mother knows him as a man now. She might know him as a young man, but as a man.
Yeah, I didn't like we're just being silly, Victor, with the chalant. We're just saying we don't like the nonchalant. So whatever is the opposite of that, put us down.
Yeah.
I don't like the nonchalant. I'm gonna tell you something. Ladies, if you have any type of Libra energy, do not get with a man that is nonchalant. Lame, dry, and detached is a red freaking flag.
Have you ever seen 2 nonchalant people? I know a couple that is the most boring. I don't even like going over their house. Listen.
Really?
I don't like it.
I don't know any nonchalant couples, but I know one thing don't work with me. Haitian Empresses, I found it odd that the mother dismissed Miranda on account of her stashing money. I don't think that's why she dismissed her. I think she didn't like her because of the way she presented. That stashing money thing, the mama would have did the same thing.
Right. I think she liked them more, but she just had the process of eliminating. I think it was hard for her. I believe so.
I think Miranda's really was she was a pretty girl. I don't know who he definitely did not like the fact that Miranda left. So that meant he had a different choice because he seemed like he wanted to stop the whole show.
Because Miranda said they had, well, according to her, they had a connection.
I mean, hell, Revon thinks she got a connection with James, and she does not.
That's true.
So I don't know, but I wonder who he would have rather sent home.
I bet you it was Lauren.
It probably was Lauren.
That's
or Paige.
Nah, keep Paige around. I like Paige.
Yeah, until she start cracking her knuckles.
Depends on what she's gonna do after she crack knuckles.
You give a cold one to your jaw. Be like.
Or it could be a hell of a handshake. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say something else.
I was, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
That's what I thought you were. But I'm saying if a woman got ready to do that and she cracked her knuckles, that would not be would you be like, whoa.
Let me tell you something. Now, but it depends on your perception. If you see a woman and she pulling up a ponytail, some people like she about to fight. And then some men know she about to do something else. You see what I'm saying? It's perception on what it could be.
But the cracking of the knuckles?
Hey, your hands. The women, I don't want to get into that. So we're going to go somewhere else. But you just never know. He wasn't cracking her knuckles for him.
She was talking about going at the other girls.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I just think that. Why do you think other guys are putting her in the friend zone?
That tomboy energy. It's cool in the beginning because maybe we can relate to sports a little bit, but then I don't want to be arguing with you about sports and you high-fiving them. Remember, let me give you an example. Robin Givens and Boomerang at first when she came to Murphy's house, and Eddie was like, "Yo, he was trying to show her the crib." He thought what most women was going to be impressed by, and then she came in there, she squatted on the couch, and he's like, "Yo, can you get me a beer?" Like we like feminine, like the tomboys thing is cool at first because we just want you to understand some things we're feeling and saying when it comes to sports. We don't actually want you to be into the point where we're debating about it.
I do. That's funny because I have a friend and she likes football, but she knows more about football than most guys. And I did try to hook her up with this guy, and she did start arguing with him over the team, and he was just like,
"See what I'm saying? You got to know when to cut it off and let him, okay, you know about sports, and then go back to the feminine shit."
You're not gonna go back. She's there. She's there. But yeah, that was a good example. I forgot about that. She leaned over, she started watching the game, and he was just like, the best part was when she put the dollars on the nightstand.
Yeah, nah, man, a little too much.
I agree, Haitian Empress, fragile men. They not too much. When they don't know what they want. It's just a lot of ego rubbing.
We just want
someone like Bree would do all the ego stroking in the world, but he don't want it from her. He wants the girl that's gonna ruin his life. That's how it is. That's how it is. The chat says the chat got the digits at the car from Monique.
I think he did.
You think so?
I think he did. If he was smart, and I think he is, I think he did.
Yeah, I think he's smart. I just think we've got to know more from him. We done labeled him as potentially a psychopath, being cold and detached. Right. We have to get to know a little bit more about Chad next week. But that is our show for tonight, you guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us. This has been a good night. We talked never ever Mets. Last question. Who do you think is going to be the next couple to go? Or who do you want to be the next couple to go?
The next couple I want to go. I really want to see a couple. Kiki and
I need them to stay because it's fun. I need either one of these other couples got to get with it or get gone. Come on. I want to see Cinco and Jay. I want to see it. What's happening?
But okay, so since we're talking about he's talking about with her not, what is it? What's the name? Saying he has the baby.
Clay.
But
it's Clay and Tati.
Secret too. She living with a whole man.
Kiki has a secret. That's true.
She's living.
I don't think Kiki has told anybody her secret though. Just the confessional. She has not told any of the other people that.
Well, she already got enough. Yeah. She'll need to put that out there. But once
Clay needs to come out about the baby. There's gonna be a huge fight. It's gonna be a lot for us to talk about.
Oh, yes.
And then Tati's gonna go home.
Yeah, she gonna cuss some of the women out too because they knew and didn't tell her.
She is, and we're waiting for it. And then I saw Alexis go up to Clay and say, "Do you have a secret?" Alexis may burn the house down
because one of these dudes then pillow talk to his old lady.
All of those dudes have, because all the girls know, except Alexis. Charlie knows. Charlie was giggling with the guys.
So goofy ass.
Am I covering the Met Gala on Monday? I am. I'll be talking about it on Monday, so you guys tune in for Grace and Gossip. We're talking all about the Met Gala and the fashions at the Kentucky Derby. I'm so upset that I'm not able to go this year, but it's all good. I've got other stuff planned, so tune in on Monday for that. You guys have a blessed, amazing weekend.
Yes.
I'm going to hang out. I've got a dressage lesson with Zuri on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. And then I'll be here with you guys on Monday. Mo and I will be back on Wednesday. If you didn't watch Wednesday's show, we had Amber on from the Black app, and we want to encourage our family, XO family. Get on. I say get on as many dating apps as you can. You just want to make sure that you are, putting yourself out there as much as possible. Just because you're on an app doesn't mean you have to talk to everybody, doesn't mean you have to, date people from the app, but at least give yourself the option to meet more people, more than one person. So more than one line of people. So Mo, did you get on the app? Because you told Amber you were going to sign up.
No, I'm gonna let you create a profile, throw some flicks up there, and you talk to them. You tell me what you think, and then
I'm doing it. Oh my God! So guys, I am gonna do it, and by Wednesday, hold on, I'm excited. On Wednesday, I will share with you some of the correspondence I have had on behalf of Mo.
Slow down.
We're up. We love you guys for watching. We up, guys. It's gonna be a fun Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, y'all.